You know, what people call my life consists purely of projections. That means, when you have, let's say, a lot of negative thoughts, you have negative projections that you're projecting onto this innocent screen, then you start to think that this screen is really evil or frightening. Which is why I think there's this theory that there is such a thing called manifestation. Because when your projections are negative, then you're projecting scary stuff onto life, And when you see yourself in everything, and yourself, who you think you are, your life consists of projections. So what you think about life in its wholeness is all you. So there's some people make this separation. This is what I think about me and this is what I think about the world. But what you think about the world is you. Because it's all happening in your mind. So whatever you're projecting onto the world is what you think about you. And what you think about you isn't even the real you. And this is why you can observe whatever's going on in that mind. And you can see it's positive, negative. What is it actually thinking about life itself in its wholeness? You have to see through this illusion of duality. It's what I think about me, it's what I think about the world. It's what I think about me, it's what I think about him or her. Whatever's arising in that mind is arising in that mind. When you are prideful about yourself, and you are in conflict with another person, and you kind of look down upon them as less than you, then you are in conflict with yourself, because that person arises, and your opinion about that person arises in your mind. That means there's like a split consciousness. You are in conflict with yourself. And J. Krishnamurti said that an enlightened mind, his definition of an enlightened mind is a mind with absolutely no conflict, because that mind understands that whatever is out there is actually in here. Whatever is in here, it's not really an in here, because when you say in here, that implies that there's an out there. There's no out there and in here. It's just whatever is arising in the mind, and whatever the mind says doesn't really say anything about you, because you are not really what the thought says. You're the one that's perceiving the thought. So what you can do is not really to make it positive or negative. See that those projections are not really saying something about reality. You're constantly projecting negative stuff upon this innocent screen, and when you can see that this screen is innocent, you can let go of these projections and you can witness reality as it truly is. And then you won't be in conflict with other people, because you understand that those people are arising in the same mind that has an opinion about you. So this you and me is arising in the same on the same screen. I know a lot of people are in conflict with the world, with politics, with whatever's happening here and there. People are racist, and people are like this, and people are like that. And they think of themselves as if they are really in the position of, justice. And then they want to correct the whole world. So there's this huge split, and you can see that those people, they don't have peace. They are constantly angry, frustrated. And this frustration is the source of why these conflicts exist, which is what they cannot see. So the cure for all of this, in my opinion, is to see that, wait a minute, if I'm judging, then I will be judged. If I see that I cannot judge, because if I'm judging, then I'm judging myself, because whatever I'm judging is arising in my consciousness, in this consciousness, then I won't judge, so I will be at peace. So if I'm at peace, then I will be a beacon of peace for others. I hope you can understand what I mean. If you are peaceful and you are not in conflict, then there is an opportunity for other people to see that there is a way to live like you. And peace starts within you. You cannot use anger or war to create peace. It never worked. Humans did this for a long time. It never worked. You cannot scream or shout for silence. You don't have to make your projections positive, although the experience is very good. It feels like a pleasure. But what I'm trying to get at is that it is possible to get rid of all projections. So when you are becoming still, when you're meditating, and you are becoming aware of whatever activity is happening in your mind, you can become aware of the fact that those activities are not really that important. They came at some point, they will go at some point. Everything is impermanent. And when you can see that a thought is coming up that is seemingly important, you can become aware that it is not really important, because things are impermanent and it will die. And just see how the thought comes and become aware that they are not really important. You don't have to invest energy into them. And then when you will get rid of all of your projections, that can feel like death. Because if there are no projections, there is no such thing as what people call my life. When there's no projection, there's no dream. It is like a dreamless sleep. No projection, there's just this. And then there's this kind of lightness. You're not dreaming. Whatever arises is just that. But there's no projection, no interpretation, no dream being dreamt. And this means that there is no ego, really. That makes it feel like that there's an analytical mind, a doer. That there's just a happening, a dance. And it is seen that everything that's happening is one happening because there is no me and other, because there's no projection that says I'm like this and you're like that. Both things are happening. It's just happening. And there's a kind of peace that is hard to explain. But what the ego really wants is to have that kind of peace, which is why it is trying to go into war, because it wants to have peace. But it's reverse. It's like really like the devil. You know, they say that the devil is doing everything that God does, but in opposite, to use religious terms, you know. But I can see some truth in this, Because in this truth, it is like you become peaceful and the world follows. But what the ego wants is, I see problems in this outside world, my projections, and I want to fix them, so I become angry and frustrated, and I think that I'm actually doing something positive, but I cannot see how I'm actually causing chaos. You know, this is just, I don't know, something that came up right now. And yeah, the goal is to see that your projections are dreams and that you are not them. And they do not say something about individuals. They are all happening in one consciousness. And you cannot be defined by them. You can let them die out so that you can live. Alright. So, yeah, that was it. So, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe, and have a great day.